Halo semuanya, selamat datang di ruang kelas.
Latihan soal ujian SMA Bahasa Inggris. Video ini memberikan latihan soal ujian untuk SMA Bahasa Inggris.
Man, Uncle Dan is going to visit us this weekend. Woman, that is great, we can spend all day in the city with him. Man, yeah, we can go to the cinema and try new cafes. Woman, I can't wait to see him. 1. What are the man and the woman talking about? A. Weekend plans. B. Seeing a movie. C. Going to the city. D. Trying new cafes. E. Uncle Dan's activities.
Jawaban A. Pembahasan. Kedua pembicara sedang membahas rencana akhir pekan mereka bersama paman dan, dengan begitu, jawaban yang tepat adalah weekend plans.
Man, so, how was your trip? Woman, it was awful. The committee was not professional. I lost a bag but they didn't do anything about it. Man, that is bad. Well, at least the tour was great, wasn't it? Woman, no, it wasn't. We just stayed at the hotel because it rained all day. They didn't predict the weather. Boring. Man, let me guess, the hotel was terrible as well? Woman, you bet. 2. What does the woman express? A. Hope. B. Sympathy. C. Satisfaction. D. Expectation.
E. Dissatisfaction.
Jawaban E. Pembahasan. Si wanita pada dialog tidak menyukai liburannya karena dipenuhi hal-hal yang mengecewakan, mulai dari kehilangan tas, sampai hotel yang tidak layak. Dengan begitu, jawaban yang tepat adalah E. Dissatisfaction.
This building is the primary residence of the Emperor of Japan. It is a large park-like area located in the Chiyoda ward of Tokyo and contains buildings including the main palace, the private residences of the imperial family, an archive, museums and administrative offices. It is built on the site of the old Edo Castle. The total area including the gardens is 1.15 square kilometers. The castle itself is surrounded by water. During the height of the 1980s Japanese property bubble, the palace grounds were valued by some to be more than the value of all of the real estate in the state of California. 3. Which picture is described in the text? A, B, C, D, E.
Jawaban D. Pembahasan. Pada monolog terdapat informasi, the castle itself is surrounded by water. Dengan begitu, gambar yang tepat adalah D karena hanya gambar D yang istananya dikelilingi air.
Sirikit Kidiakara was the queen consort of King Bhumibol Adulyadej and is the mother of King Wachiralongkorn. She met the King of Thailand in Paris, where her father was Thai ambassador. They married in 1950, shortly before Bhumibol's coronation. Sirikit has one son and 3 daughters with the king. Consort of the monarch who was the world's longest reigning head of state, she was also the world's longest serving consort. Sirikit suffered a stroke on the 21st of July 2012 and has since refrained from public appearances. 4. Which picture is described in the text? A, B, C, D, E.
Jawaban A. Pembahasan. Pada teks disebutkan, she met the King of Thailand in Paris. Dengan begitu, gambar yang tepat adalah A. Ratu Sirikit. Gambar B merupakan ilustrasi Ratu Cleopatra, gambar C adalah Ratu Elizabeth, gambar D adalah Ibu Negara Iriana Joko Widodo, dan gambar D merupakan mantan permaisuri Jepang Michiko.
The text is for question number 5. A train accident occurred in northern Italy. The train traveled at 180 miles per hour when the first car on the train left the rails and separated from the train. It hit a nearby railroad building, killed 2 railway workers, and injured 27 people. Police explained that there was some work on the railway the evening before, however, work on railways happens very often. Police have to investigate the accident because they do not know if the work caused the accident. Rail workers' unions will go on strike on Friday. They said that the accident was very serious and not acceptable. 5. What happened after the incident? A. The railway was closed. B. A protest would be held. C. Police would close the case. D. The government would take action. E. People became afraid to take the train.
Jawaban B. Pembahasan. Setelah kecelakaan, Serikat Pekerja Kereta Api akan melakukan unjuk rasa karena mereka menilai bahwa kecelakaan tersebut sangat serius dan tidak dapat ditoleransi. Rail Workers Unions will go on strike on Friday. Jadi, jawaban yang tepat adalah B. A protest will be held.
The following text is for question number 6. Thomas Matulasi, also known as Kapitan Patimura or Ahmad Lassi or simply Patimura, was an Ambonese soldier and national hero of Indonesia. Born on the island of Saparua, Patimura joined the British Army after they took the Maluku Islands from the Dutch colonials. When the islands were returned to the Dutch in 1816, he was dismissed. Concerned that the Dutch would implement programs that limited his people, Patimura led an armed rebellion that captured Fort Dursted on the 16th of May 1817. Killing the inhabitants of the fortress and fighting off Dutch reinforcements, on the 29th of May he was declared the leader of the Maluku people. After being betrayed by the king of Bui Padi Akun, he was captured by Dutch forces on the 11th of November and hanged the next month. Patimura has become a symbol of both Maluku and Indonesian independence, praised by President Sukarno and declared a national hero by President Suharto. He has several namesakes both in the capital of Maluku, Ambon, and in the rest of the Indonesian archipelago. 6. What can we infer from the monologue? A. The Dutch took Maluku from the British. B. Patimura was born in a nationalist family. C. Patimura was executed to stop the rebellion. D. Thomas Matulasi joined the British Army to fight the Dutch.
E. Patimura was declared the leader of the Maluku people by Suharto.
Jawaban C. Pembahasan. Kesimpulan yang tepat adalah C. Patimura dihukum mati karena Belanda ingin agar para pemberontak kehilangan pemimpinnya dan pada akhirnya berhenti memberontak.
Reading the following text is for questions number 7 to 8.
The proclamation of Indonesian independence was read at 10 a.m. on Friday the 17th of August 1945. The document was signed by Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta, who were appointed president and vice president respectively the following day. The draft was prepared only a few hours earlier on the night of the 16th of August 1945 by Sukarno, Hatta, and Soebarjo, at the house of Rear Admiral Tadashi Maeda.
The wording of the proclamation had been discussed at length and had to balance both conflicting internal Indonesian and Japanese interests. Sukarno drafted the final proclamation which balanced the interests of both the members of the youth movement and the Japanese.
The term, transfer of power, was used in Indonesian to satisfy Japanese interests to appear that it was an administrative transfer of power, although the term used, pemindahan kekuasaan, could be perceived to mean political power. The wording, by careful means, related to preventing conflict with members of the youth movement. The wording, in the shortest possible time, was used to meet the needs of all Indonesians for independence. Initially the proclamation was to be announced at Jakarta Central Square, but the military had been sent to monitor the area, so the venue was changed to Sukarno's house at Pegangsaan Timur 56. The proclamation was heard throughout the country because the text was secretly broadcast by Indonesian radio personnel using the transmitters of the Jakarta Broadcasting Station.
7. What is the main idea of the second paragraph?
A. The location of the proclamation. B. The night before the proclamation.
C. The term transfer of power, D word choice in the text of proclamation. E. The preparation of Indonesian independence.
Jawaban D. Pembahasan. Paragraf kedua membahas pemilihan kata, frasa, dan klausa yang digunakan dalam teks proklamasi. Pemilihan frasa seperti transfer of power by CAREFUL means dan in the SHORTESTPOSSIBLE time dipilih dengan hati-hati agar dapat mewakili kepentingan Indonesia dan Jepang.
8. The text was secretly broadcast. Part 3. The underlined word has similar meaning to A. Continuously. B. Formally. C. Openly. D. Publicly. E. Quietly.
Jawaban E. Pembahasan. Kata secretly artinya secara rahasia sehingga sinonim yang tepat adalah quietly yang artinya secara diam-diam. Kata continuously artinya secara terus-menerus, kata formally artinya secara formal, openly, dan publicly artinya secara terbuka.
The following text is for question number 9. Public notice. This is to inform all members of staff and the general public that the Consulate General of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Atlanta, will be closed on Monday, November 11, 2019 to observe the Veterans Day holiday declared by the United States government. 2. Normal business will resume on Thursday, November 12, 2019. Consulate General of Nigeria, Atlanta 9. What is the purpose of the text? A. To inform public holidays in Nigeria. B. To announce the Veterans Day celebration. C. To invite the staff of the Consulate General of Nigeria to the White House. D. To tell Nigeria about the Veterans Day held by the United States of America. E. To announce the Consulate General of Nigeria closing due to the U.S. Veterans Day.
Jawaban E. Pembahasan. Pengumuman di atas menginformasikan tentang penutupan Konsulat Jenderal Nigeria di Atlanta karena mereka akan merayakan Hari Veteran Amerika Serikat. Dengan begitu, jawaban yang tepat adalah E.
The following text is for questions number 10 to 11. A long time ago, a very cruel king named Bharat Singh. He was the ruler of Vijayanagar. All citizens were fearful because of his cruelty. Bharat has a dog named Jack, which he used to love more than anything. One fateful morning Jack died. Bharat Singh organized last rituals for the dog. Entire city came to the cremation ground. Bharat Singh was very happy to see that people love him so much and he felt he is the most popular king in the world. After few days Bharat Singh died, but nobody came for his funerals. 10. From the text we can infer that A. The citizens were afraid of the dog. B. Bharat Singh was killed by his people. C. The dog was actually the king's child. D. The people loved the dog more than the king. E. Nobody came to the king's funeral because it was far.
Jawaban D. Pembahasan. Kesimpulan yang tepat adalah D. Rakyat dalam cerita lebih mencintai si anjing daripada raja mereka sendiri. Kesimpulan ini tepat karena pada cerita disebutkan bahwa semua orang menghadiri pemakaman si anjing, tetapi tidak ada satupun yang menghadiri pemakaman si raja.